Hello out there. Hello. Karen Wolf here in the art studio. I am one here in a jiffy, and we're going to paint, if I can find some paint, we're going to paint a Christmas card. I'm just going to try and use up some of this paint that I already have here, because I keep making more and more plates, and that's unnecessary. Wow, look at my hair. Definitely having a day on the hair. It's backwards. Dang, it gets on my nerves. It's backwards. Woo! That's crazy. All right, so this is gonna be fun. We're just gonna do a Christmas card. I posted the other day a tree Christmas card, and I was just gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. I did a couple last year, just for just certain people. I didn't do a whole, how sometimes you have like 30 or 40 people you send Christmas cards to. You don't have to do all that. But if you want to send a couple special people a Christmas card, I think it's just a really cool idea. It's really just a special idea. So this may turn out to be great, or this may turn out to be a flop, but we're going to do it. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to move you in a little closer. All right. And then we're going to pull you in here a little closer. All right. Okay, so what I'm using, hey Fonda, hey Anna, hey, I think I saw Tammy on here. I'm not sure who all else is on here. That's a good thing y'all can't see me. All this up here behind me is my live sale stuff. I'm having a live sale tomorrow. If you guys haven't seen that live sale, I don't know what the deal is on that, why that iPad won't charge. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to be able to see, well, no, I can see Anna's comments. Hello, Anna. Thank you for that. But what I've got here is just a piece of watercolor paper. Just a really heavy duty, let's see what it is. It's a 140 pound watercolor paper. So I'm sure you don't have to have that, you don't have to have that much. But what I did was I just had painted a tree. Where is that? Oh, it's up there. I had just painted a tree on cardstock or watercolor paper. I think is what I used last year too. And like I said, I gave it to a few people for Christmas, and it was a really cool idea. You could do snowmen, you could do whatever. But what I painted was, actually it was this tree. It was this tree is what I did. And how I ended up with that idea was the craziest thing. I was at a painting party. We were painting this painting, and I was showing the group on cardstock how to paint this tree. So I ended up with a tree, just a single tree on my piece of cardstock, and I looked at that and I thought, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing. That would make like a really cute Christmas card. So that's what I did. And I put like Merry Christmas, in red on it or whatever. But I've just got a couple plates of paint here, so I'm just trying to come up with some paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint just like I did. I just took this, and I didn't even paint in the background. I just painted a tree, this tree, particular tree even right here. And I'm just doing a 1/2 inch flat. Here is what I'm using. and I'm just drawing in my tree. And I'm just taking that little corner in, and I'm just barely touching. And as you go down, of course, your tree gets bigger as it goes down, making kind of pushing down on it as I go. So can you all see that? I'm going to move you in a little bit closer because it's pretty tiny. Pretty tiny. There you go. You should be able to see that now. Okay, so I'm just taking this green. I've used green and just a little bit of purple and umber to darken it. And then I went down into just a pile that had some white. And it's just kind of just a light army green color. So I'm just going to kind of push down using that end of my brush. Corner of my brush, not end of my brush, and I'm just patting down in here. And I've showed you how to paint these trees on here on canvas. I definitely didn't mean to. So then I'm going to go, and you can like dab some of that off on your paper towel if you don't want to have that much paint on your brush. You can dab some of it off on your paper towel. And you just go out making uneven negative space. Get that negative space thing going where you have like an uneven edge. So how are you all doing today? I just come on here just like a crazy person and come on here and start showing you how to paint a tree. Hey, Tanya. Oh, shoot. It's just been a crazy day. I've had a crazy day. Hectic, just a little hectic. So I'm just painting, just tapping in. I'm going to get some more paint on my brush. I'm trying to hold back so I don't get so tight on there. And it's harder for me to paint the right side of the tree than it is the left. I'm right-handed, and I always do a better job on the left side of a tree. And I'm just patting in the middle to get more solid in the middle. See how it's more solid in the middle? Just getting that, because it gets on the outside edges where that becomes loose and makes a loose tree. But you don't have to paint a tree. If you can't paint trees and you have a hard time with trees, you can paint anything. Paint whatever you want. Paint Christmas ornaments. You could paint snowmen. Just anything. Just whatever you like to paint. Something that's easy for you. And you can practice on something first. You don't have to paint it right onto the card. You can just practice on something first. And see what see what you can do. But in my experience, when you practice, that's when they turn out the best, is when you're practicing. So I've just got a tree, look of a tree on there. And this paper isn't as forgiving as, paper is definitely not as forgiving as canvas. So if you mess up, it's going to be, So I just put a little bit of blue in there and a little bit of white to go back over this dark green. And the blue that I used was cerulean, so it's going to be a little bit more blue-green looking. Anna, what did you say? Love Love your crazy. Okay, good. I read that first and I was like, what in the world did that say? And then now I understand. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm telling you, just come in here, just flying in the house like a crazy person. You know, I go from one thing to the next, and those, I just left Jennifer's house and just had those grandbabies, and they're sweet as they can be, but man, are they a workout. Grandkids are, gosh, they're killer, aren't they? So I come in here and I got in the door and my husband's in the kitchen and he's up there cleaning up the kitchen and getting ready to fix dinner. If he hadn't fixed dinner already, he's up there working on that. And I come in and I said, I got to go downstairs. I got a couple of lives. I got to go downstairs to do a live because I've got to do you all in here. And then I've got to go and do a live in my all access membership. And we're going to paint in there. We're going to paint pine cones and some different things in there and do a Q&A. Just to answer some of their questions. And I'm going to just add a little bit more white to this to do some snow, look of snow, but I think I'm going to have to clean my brush. But I come downstairs. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean my brush. I come downstairs and I'm in here and I'm getting ready to do this. And he's like, what do you want me to do with those clothes in the washer? I'm like, what are you talking about? Clothes in the washer? And he said, well, they've been in there, and he said, we need to do something, because you know what happens with the clothes that you leave in the washer? Somebody tell me. Oh my gosh, they stink. So, now I've got to fix that problem. I thought I'd put them in the dryer, and I did not. So, there you go. And I said, oh my lands, something needs to go. Something needs to give here. I'm just like, like a crazy person all the time. Oh, that is my story of my life. So I'm going to put a little bit of snow down here at the bottom. And my snow is going to be, I'm still using this 1/2 inch flat. And I could have made this tree bigger. I should have for the size of the card maybe come out a little bit bigger with that tree. My snow is going to be purple. And I'm going to put a little bit of brown or sienna in it. And some white to do my snow color. A little bit of blue. There. And you can make your tree down on the ground, or you could make your tree up higher. Doesn't matter. And then I'm going to rinse my brush and dry it with a paper towel. And then we'll go in with a little bit of white. I'm going to tint it with a little bit of that purple snow color that I just made. Hey, Tammy. And then I'm going to tap in some snow. I'm just going to tap in just so it looks like there's some snow on this tree. A little bit of snow. And like I said, you could do, definitely do the tree bigger, a little bit bigger. But just tapping in just some indications of some snow on the branches. Just on top of some of the branches. Then I want to soften out some of my snow here on the bottom. And then I'm going to go a smidge whiter on the snow. Just to pop that just a little bit brighter. So that has that gray snow on first. That's why I tinted it with that purple. Put that little bit of that gray on first. And then put the white over top of it for bright. So there's the snow, and then I'm going to pop in a little bit more snow down here. And then underneath the tree, your shadow's always darkest, like right underneath. So we're going to do just a little, that might be a little bit too dark. All right, so then we'll do, don't drop your card in the paint. Oh, shoot. Then we're going to do some red, little red birds on there. Get your, I'm going to use a script liner. I'll put my charger in my iPad, wake it up maybe that way. There we go. I don't know, it must be that end. You know how sometimes you get a charger, an iPhone charger, and it just doesn't work anymore. Well, I think that's the case with that one, because I just tried it today, and I should have known. I tried to charge my watch, and it didn't work. And then I just tried to charge my iPad, and it didn't work. And it's not wanting to take my fingerprint. I don't like my paint on my finger, I guess. Okay, so I got some white, or red, not white, red, and I put a little tiny bit of black in it just so the bird would show up a little bit first, and then I'll probably pop in just some bright red. So I'm just going to do a circle and a dot on top. Just an indication of a little tiny bird there. This is so small that it is not going to be, you're not painting a bird. You're painting a little circle with a little, another little circle on top of it. Can you all see that? Just a little circle with another little circle on top of it. And I can't see what I'm doing because it's like too tiny. I just get to where I just can't see very good sometimes, especially after I've had my contacts on all day. So there's that. It's just some little indications of some birds. Not big, nothing. Don't go crazy with it. Okay, so there's just a couple little birds on there. Nothing big. I'm going to put one here in the middle. Okay, so there's your birds. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of bright red, I think, and touch on them. Of course, it probably doesn't matter. But just red would have probably been good. Those two got a little bit big. But don't make them, don't make them real big. Then you can go in with a little bit of white. And just touch on them a little bit. That's not white, that's blue. And you really don't even have to do that because you can't even see it. So I wouldn't fool with that at all. Okay, then, so we've got that on there. If you wanted to put other things out in, beside of it, if your tree's not big enough, if you want more. But I say simple is good enough. And then you can put some snow on your tree. It won't show up on the background since it's white, but it will show up on the tree, and I think that would be pretty. Take that toothbrush, go into your snow, which is your white paint, and just get that on your toothbrush and flick on the snow. It does kind of show up. It does kind of show up a little bit on that white because I had some gray color in there. So if you add like a little tiny bit of the smallest amount of purple to that, it will show up on that white watercolor paper. Or you can use cardstock. I mean, if you go to, you know, Walmart or wherever, you can get cardstock and you can use that. And that'll work. But then you could write like Merry Christmas up at the top. I'm not very good at writing. I'm not very good at writing without, you know, some kind of a guide or whatever. But you could write on there. Just take your script liner and take some, you know, paint and write on it with that. Or you could do a paint pen. Hey, Barb. You could do, thank you for jumping on. Y'all say hi when you jump on here so I can see who's on. And that helps me when y'all say hey. And, you know, let me know if you're on here and you haven't painted with me before. Let me know, and where you're from. It's good to know and good to see people, and I appreciate you all jumping on here and watching. I'm just taking a script liner and going in to the red paint, just getting that wet, rolling it around, roll it. And this may be a flub, and this may, you know, be great, it may not. But you could just write on it with a paint pen would probably be best. Working with this brush is going to be a challenge, because it's not, and like I said, I'm not very good at it. There's Mary. Let's see. Christmas probably won't fit there. I'll just probably have to move down and do Christmas down here. Do Christmas right here. And sometimes I'm really bad. I don't know why. Sometimes when I do stuff like this, I misspell things because I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. So anyways, but there's that. So, and I know the M and the C is a little bit darker, but this is moving. I think a paint pen would definitely be the way to go for somebody especially like me, that I just don't do this well in the first place. But the thing of it is, it's homemade. It's something that you did, and you took time out of your day to do, and it's special. Way more special than going to the store and buying a box of cards and going in and just, you know, filling those out. So, that, in my opinion, is, you know, makes it way special. And then don't forget to sign it, and that makes it even more special when you personalize it for them. And you don't even have to write anything on it if you don't want to. Write it inside. Do your personals, do this and do that inside. You don't even have to do it out there. So, you know, that's completely up to you. You could write it on there first, or however you want to do it. But that's how I ended up with that. That's the story behind the Christmas tree card. I was at a painting party, and I was showing them how to paint this on a piece of cardstock. and I was going in through my stuff, and I found that cardstock, and I thought, oh my gosh, that would make a cute Christmas card. I'm not throwing that away. So that's what I did. So I thought that was pretty cool. So there's your idea for a Christmas card. And like I said, you could do lots of other things on there. You could do Christmas trees, snowmen, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you, whatever's easiest for you to paint would be the thing. You know, something that's easy for you to paint would be what I would do. So that's pretty cool. Pretty fun stuff. So, but I'm getting ready to have my live sale tomorrow evening. I'll be here live on Facebook. It's a 10 paintings or more. How many ever paintings I can get in 10 minutes. It'll be exciting. These are the paintings that I'm here behind me. These are the paintings that are going to be in the sale that you see here on the wall. So that'll be fun. Get that back up there if I can. Well, kind of, sort of, there. Those are the paintings that are going to be in the sale, so that'll be fun. It'll be real exciting, and it'll be fun, fast, and fantastic. So you all join me tomorrow for my live sale, and you can grab some Christmas gifts, grab some paintings for yourself, tell your friends, spread the word, sprinkle the love, and I appreciate you guys for it. So, hey, Regina. Hey, Marion. But take time out and paint some Christmas cards. That'll be fun. You guys will enjoy doing it. Just practice. Like I said, you can do it on cardstock or watercolor paper or whatever you have there. Just have fun with it. That's what it's all about, is having fun. So I'm going to jump off here. I appreciate you guys jumping on here and spending some time with me this evening. Like I said, spread the word. Let everyone know about the sale, the live sale. And I'll see you on here again real soon. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.